Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo992 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video we're here to discuss and give our fan recaps of St Mirren versus Rangers. Nah, cut that. Today's video we're here to discuss Rangers versus the 11-man defence of St Mirren. But before we dive any further on with today's recap, just a friendly reminder in case you are new around here, we are trying to reach 55k subscribers, so if you don't mind helping out, it's free, it's right down there, doesn't cost you a penny. That would be fan-dabby-dozy. Bet you never expected to hear that in today's freaking video. But based on yesterday's prediction video, I kind of talked up St Mirren, and if I'm honest, I'm a wee bit frustrated by the way that they played because I've been so impressed with this St Mirren side so far this season. Yes, they're still primarily a defensive team, but on the counter-attack, they're brave, they get men forward, and they've got good attacking players. That's how they beat Aberdeen, that's how they pretty much should have smashed Hibs in the first game of the season, but this was throwing all that to one side and just pure defence, and honestly it was putrid to watch. But hey, that's why Scottish football gets called tin pot. It's because it's stuff like this, and this Rangers team is going to have to adjust and learn to beat teams like this, and that's why I've got a bit of a smile on my face when I'm saying that, because we have managed to do that now. We managed to beat Kilmarnock in the first game away from home and they were pretty much doing the exact same tactic. We managed to resolve that problem, and once again, in a game where I think we'd have dropped points last season or the seasons before, we have found a way to get another win. And for those who like their facts and stats, the last time Rangers won their opening 3 league games was the 2011/12 season, and we all know what happened in that season. Then ask me what the mine was, can we just think about the positives here? But now we've reached that part of the video where it's time to dive into the game recap and discuss what happened. And if I'm honest with you, we started the game off very, very brightly. Scotty Arfield slipped Jermaine Defoe in behind the defence within the first 5 minutes, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching today's video would have been exactly like me. You're already up celebrating because you're just expecting that to hit the back of the net, but for once, Jermaine Defoe through on goal missed. And not only was it annoying that he actually missed that opportunity and chance, but if that goal went in, we'd have had a lot easier time, ladies and gentlemen, because they wouldn't have been able to play everyone inside the box, including their number 9. They wouldn't have been able to do that. That goes in, easy afternoon, less grace for us all. But no, not the Rangers way. Now, after the constant barrage from Rangers for the next 15-20 minutes, St Mirren, believe it or not, did get the ball forward, not just punting away down the left-hand side corner flag where nobody was there just to kill time. One time they did actually connect and try to play some football. They go down the right-hand side. Now, it was very, very reminiscent of Daniel Kandesi's goal last year at the exact stadium. I think at the same side as well. He whips across right to the back post. Alan McGregor thinks it's going out wide, but it clips. I think the post, I think it clipped, not the bar. But thankfully for us, it bounced wide. That was very weird and almost an exact copy of Daniel Kandesi's cross/strike last season. But even after hitting the woodwork, it didn't spur this St Mirren team on to try and play some football. They stayed in their tactics, the rigid formation at the back, and after that it just came again, once again, the Rangers wave from left to right, trying to bring people in play, and then this creates the other massive opportunity in the game. Once again, Tavernier with an absolute dynamite cross into the box. Arfield gambles, hits a lovely header. It's fantastically saved by the goalkeeper. Then it bounces, and I honestly, and maybe this is me being too harsh, but I think Jordan Jones should throw his absolute liver at that ball. He seems to hesitate, then he tries to do like a crane kick for Karate Kid. Like, I tried to do the kick there, nearly blew a hammy. But anyway, he comes nowhere near to the ball and the defender clears. I just think if he throws his life at that ball and just throws his head at it, comes in full steam ahead, he's scoring there. He's got a tap in, but he hesitated, and that chance passed Jordan Jones away, which is a real shame because he has been playing so well and we all want him to get that goal, but he needs to just gamble more when he's in that position. I think that could be said for a lot of the crosses that went to the back left hand side. Jordan Jones just seemed to get drawn into the wrong position and just not be there when the ball came in. That was it for chances in the first half, if I'm honest with you, but there is one other talking point. I know they were speaking about half time, I know they're making some of it on Twitter. The penalty for St Mirren. Now, Hollander was involved in the incident, and yes, he does bring the guy down, he does pull him down, but there's a foul just before that, so for me, it's not a penalty. I don't see it. Even Chris Sutton on commentary saying it's not a penalty kick, Hollander was fouled first, so when you have him coming out and saying that, I think it kills any nonsense of being a penalty for St Mirren. I don't know what you think about it. Again, dive into the comments and share your opinion, but for me, it was a foul on Hollander first, then he pulled the man down. So half-time comes and we're all discussing who will be the game winner, who's going to step up and take the game by the scruff of the neck, because we saw Joe Aribo do it a week prior to that after a FA sort of first half. We were all discussing who was going to be the man to drag us forward. So there was names being flung out like Alfredo Morelos, Jermaine Defoe, Arfield was getting a lot of love on Twitter, but the man who stepped up when we needed him the most in the 59th minute with a truly world-class free kick was a man who was invisible for pretty much 58 minutes prior to that. Till he put the ball down, I forgot he was playing. But he shows just how quality he is with a truly, again, world-class free kick. I can't stop talking about this free kick. It's absolutely in the top corner by a sixpence. And boy, did he and we need that goal. Now, as you may or may not be able to tell, I absolutely loved that freaking goal from BB, but the touch and the movement to win the free kick, I think it's not getting spoken about enough, because it is truly top-notch stuff from Jermaine Defoe. Yes, he wasn't his best in front of goal. I'll be the first one to say that. I talk this guy up all the time. He should probably have scored 2 goals, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because he missed one in the second half as well, where he dragged it a little bit wide. But what you get with Defoe is moments of quality when you get the ball to his feet, and he won us that free kick with just his movement is absolutely immaculate, and his first touch is even better than that. So I just wanted to mention the fact, because I know Defoe's getting a wee bit of pelters for missing the opportunity, but again, he showed his worth and his class for winning us the free kick that won us the game. Now, shortly after that, we made a couple of substitutions at a normal time, which was even weirder than the BB score in the world, eh? But we brought on Alfredo Morelos, which, can you imagine being a defender and having to defend the entire time, then you concede, then Alfredo Morelos comes on? And then also we brought in Stephen Davis just to add a bit more composure in the middle of the park, to stop wasting the ball so much, and just be a leader in the middle of the park alongside Ryan Jack. And I want to talk about Ryan Jack for a brief moment, because I sometimes get stuff in the comments or on Twitter saying, oh, CJ's just talking about Ryan Jack again, blah, blah, blah. He's only putting Jack in the man of the match poll because he likes him, blah, 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 but blah. I honestly, I'm just going to sum up very briefly, think Ryan Jack's our best player at the football club right now. His consistency is so high that even maybe that performance has went slightly underneath the radar, but he was by far our best player throughout that entire 90 minutes. If we're just looking at consistency now, it surely must be Ryan Jack. If it isn't, who's more consistent than him? But back to the game, just to finish up very, very briefly, apart from a couple of pot shots from Alfredo Morelos with quick feet and just trying to get a strike on goal, there wasn't many other opportunities that we created. However, right at the death, as usual, being a Rangers fan, you always know that chance is coming, and we always seem to give away late in the game. And I think it was around about the 90th minute, I believe. They get down the left-hand side, they get by BB defensively, which was a bit of a shame because he had been playing so well. They whip it in, Hollander cannot get there, and it hits the guy 6 yards out in his foot, but it just spoons up in the air and thankfully lands and Alan McGregor's paws. I don't know how we got away with that and how he seemed to just hit it on there rather than the goal. I'm not complaining. I absolutely love that he'd done that. But again, that was a wee warning side, so we just need to be a bit more switched on in those situations, especially down the wings. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much else to talk about. It was a very frustrating, infuriating, gritty performance from the Glasgow Rangers. But like I said right at the start of today's video, 3 points is 3 points. And once again, we've dug deep and done what is necessary. Now, as for the individual player review, I've already spoken about the majority of the people that stepped up for me in my personal opinion. I thought Ryan Jack was absolutely amazing. I thought BB stepped up when we needed him. A lot of pressure on him, especially taking a free kick off the captain for that, but he stepped up when we needed him. But also Tavernier, I don't think I've mentioned him throughout today's video, but in the first half where it was only like Ryan Jack that seemed to be doing anything, Tavernier was whipping in absolutely beautiful crosses that, once again, if someone just gambled to the back post, they've had 3 or 4 easy goals. His crossing ability was, again, absolutely immense for the majority of that game. I know he tailed off towards the last 15-20 minutes, but he was the bright spark, so I felt like it was important to mention the captain as well. And lastly, if you're still watching to this point in today's video, just a question from me to thee. What did you think of Philippe Hollander in his first official start for Rangers in league football? And that's me all done and dusted. My part is done for today's video. I'm now handing the reins over to you guys. So not only tell me about Hollander, but also what did you think about the performance and the game overall? While you guys are sharing your opinion, I will jump over to Twitter and hear from the people. So over to Twitter then, there's been 1,636 votes and there's still 39 minutes remaining. That is pure filth, nation. Thank you so much for getting involved. 3% votes for other, 12% votes for the captain, 36% of the people votes for BB, the goal scorer, but the far and away one, I'm so delighted with this, with 50% of the vote is Ryan frickin' Jack. That's awkward because I've actually forgotten now I need to go and get the phone again to read the tweets out. I know it's a low point for the channel. Can we just move on? Anyway, Philip Ewan McGregor writes in, have to say Born a Bear, never doubted him once. Should be captain and get the statue built. Sarcasm. Ian McDougall writes in, going BB for this one. Seemed a lot better from what I saw. And what a free kick for the winner. Ugly win against a part the bus team. Those games were dropped points in the last season. Fingers crossed 6 points clear by next week. Jotty writes in, BB, that goal alone deserves the man of the match. Gustav, sorry for mispronouncing that, buddy, but that name's a belter. He writes in, BB had his best game in a Rangers shirt. Goulton was brilliant as per. Jack played a sensible game. Davis tracking back and defensive work in the last 5 minutes was different gravy. That's a fantastic point because I was impressed with Goulton because I think you know what you get from him, but he just seems to have that little switch right now. He switched off a little bit and Davis done very well to track back and cover for him in the last 5 minutes of the game as well. Stevie Brown writes in, for me, the best midfield player in Europe wins the man of the match. Ryan Jack is becoming our most important player in our team. Yes, Stevie, maybe I won't get slaughtered for saying that in the comment section. I'm still expecting it. Roy O'Neill writes in, Jack was everywhere today but gave it to BB for his great free kick. David Kerr writes in, BB for taking a booking for the Bears behind the goal. Daniel Woodward writes in, BB just for the goal and the celebration with the fans. Yeah, that's, I know we try not to be like too sympathetic in that because obviously Rangers is more important than anything, but it's just great to see a guy gone through struggles and you could see the relief. It's a good story for him, and again, your heart kind of goes out to him because you saw how much it meant to him. But the last one we read out in tonight's video comes from John Jamieson, and he writes in, great free kick from BB, but Ryan Jack bossed it once again today. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard from the people, you've heard from myself. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. Before we wrap up today's video though, a massive thank you from me to the legends on the Patreons account for all their support. As always, if you'd like to support the channel directly, links for that is down there in the description below. And I have been CJNova92. Thank you so much for sitting and watching today's video, and bye.